The issue of remotorizing the Russian regional airliner Sukhoi Superjet 100, commonly known as the SSJ-100, by replacing its existing Franco-Russian SaM146 engines with domestically manufactured PD-8 engines, has emerged as one of the most prominent subjects of discussion in Russian aviation. Many analysts, officials, and industry experts recognize that although the concept has strong strategic appeal, the practical and economic challenges involved are enormous. This discussion touches on national industrial policy, geopolitics, import-substitution strategies, airline economics, and the future development of Russia's regional air transportation sector. At its foundation, the SSJ-100 was designed during the 2000s as a modern regional jet intended to compete internationally with Western aircraft. From the very beginning, the aircraft depended on the SaM146 engine, which was developed through a joint venture between the French company Safran and Russia's NPO Saturn. This power plant was essential for securing Western certification and enabling international sales. However, geopolitical tensions and export restrictions on Western technology have disrupted supply chains for components and maintenance services linked to this engine. As a result, Russian policymakers have increasingly emphasized the need for a fully domestic alternative, namely the PD-8 engine, with the goal of reducing reliance on foreign suppliers. Sanctions imposed by the United States and the European Union have steadily limited Russia's ability to rely on Western aviation partners. Although the SaM146 engine has proven to be technically reliable and operationally mature, it depends on components and support channels located in jurisdictions that now enforce restrictions on Russia. Maintenance services, spare parts supply, and overhaul capabilities are all affected, raising concerns among operators about traceability, sustainability, and long-term operability of the existing fleet. This situation has reshaped the debate, transforming re-engining from a theoretical option into a question of long-term survival. At the same time, Russia's push for import substitution in aerospace goes beyond bypassing sanctions alone. The objective is to protect industrial capacity, preserve sovereign control over critical technologies, and build a technological ecosystem capable of operating independently. Within this framework, the PD-8 engine is viewed as a cornerstone project. Its development reflects an effort to create a fully Russian power plant comparable to Western engines, allowing aircraft such as the SSJ-100 to function without external technical support. From a technical perspective, the PD-8 program has reached several important milestones. The engine has undergone extensive laboratory trials as well as flight testing, steadily moving closer to certification. In the year 2025, a prototype SSJ-100 equipped with PD-8 engines completed key test flights, including sustained cruise phase operation, which is a critical requirement for certification and operational approval. Industry sources report that the PD-8 has accumulated several thousand hours of flight testing and is expected to receive certification by the end of 2025. Manufacturers state that no additional delays are anticipated. This suggests that from a purely developmental standpoint, the engine is nearing readiness. In parallel, production facilities are being upgraded to support both the legacy SaM146 and the new PD-8, potentially improving manufacturing capacity and efficiency over time. However, technical certification does not automatically translate into commercial success. Approval by regulators confirms safety and performance compliance, but it does not guarantee airline adoption, competitive operating costs, or the existence of a mature maintenance and spare parts ecosystem. These practical considerations will ultimately determine whether the PD-8 can be widely accepted by operators. One of the most contentious aspects of the debate concerns the economic feasibility of re-engining existing SSJ-100 aircraft. According to official data and expert assessments, the cost of replacing SaM146 engines with PD-8 units on in-service aircraft could approach or even exceed the remaining market value of those airframes. For most airlines, investing such large sums in older aircraft may not be economically rational when compared with alternative fleet strategies. From an operator's perspective, the calculation involves more than just engine price. It includes aircraft modification costs, downtime during installation, crew retraining, and the creation of new maintenance infrastructure. In many cases, airlines may prefer to extend the service life of existing SaM146 engines through approved maintenance programs rather than undertake costly re-engining. This approach is already being used as Russian authorities allow service life extensions to keep aircraft flying into the late 2020s while the PD-8 program matures. Aviation experts such as Oleg Pantelev, executive director of the Aviaport agency, have publicly suggested that selling SSJ-100 aircraft still fitted with foreign components to carriers outside the sanctions zone could be beneficial, provided reliable maintenance support is ensured. At the same time, he has described this scenario as closer to a blue fantasy than an immediate reality, underscoring how difficult it is to align technical feasibility, commercial logic, and geopolitical constraints. Broader national policy considerations also play a major role. The Russian Ministry of Industry and Trade has proposed funding research and engineering work related to integrating the PD-8 through federal budget mechanisms. These proposals include design refinement, interface preservation, and extensive engineering analysis. This signals that the state views the program as a long-term strategic investment rather than a short-term fleet upgrade. The SSJ-100 fleet, once a symbol of Russia's return to civil aviation manufacturing, now occupies a complex position both commercially and strategically. Before sanctions, the aircraft operated in markets such as Mexico and Indonesia, but these opportunities have since diminished. As Western partners withdrew support, concerns grew over the sustainability of SaM146-powered aircraft. From a strategic standpoint, the PD-8 offers a pathway toward independence by enabling a version of the aircraft free from Western supply chains. If successful, it could help preserve regional air connectivity and maintain an industrial base capable of designing and producing advanced aerospace systems. Yet economic constraints remain significant. Even with state subsidies, the cost structure of PD-8 production and re-engining could undermine competitiveness compared with other regional jets, especially for international customers who prioritize reliability, low operating costs, and global support networks. Another factor is Russia's broader aviation modernization effort, which includes projects such as the fully import-substituted SSJ-100 new. Although certification timelines for these programs have shifted, they remain central to industrial policy goals. Together, these initiatives illustrate the ongoing tension between ambitious technological development and the practical realities of implementation. Looking ahead, several possible paths may emerge. One scenario involves continuing to operate SSJ-100 aircraft with SaM146 engines into the late 2020s, while gradually introducing PD-8-powered aircraft or entirely domestic designs. This approach would maintain fleet continuity while reducing immediate financial strain. Another possibility is that the PD-8 becomes cost-competitive and attractive to airlines, especially if supported by government incentives. In that case, it could become the standard engine for new SSJ-100 aircraft and gradually replace foreign-powered units in the domestic market. Sales of SaM146-equipped aircraft to non-sanctioned countries could also help recover value, though this depends heavily on maintenance arrangements and buyer confidence. In the longer term, Russia may pursue new aircraft designs or selective international partnerships that balance strategic independence with market competitiveness. The outcome will depend not only on the success of the PD-8 program, but also on broader aerospace policy decisions over the next decade. Ultimately, the effort to replace SaM146 engines with PD-8 engines on the SSJ-100 reflects a wider struggle between strategic autonomy and economic reality. While progress in engine development and strong state backing mark meaningful steps toward independence, the commercial logic of large-scale re-engining remains uncertain. The future of the SSJ-100 will hinge on production efficiency, cost control, airline incentives, and market demand. In the end, this debate goes far beyond engines alone. It highlights fundamental questions about industrial policy under sanctions, the role of government funding in high-technology sectors, and the long-term prospects of civil aviation in an increasingly fragmented global environment. If you think the video was informative, please like, subscribe, and share. Please also take membership of the channel to encourage us.